teachers and parents. I think it's hard to put all the responsibility on teachers because as far as we know, they're there to teach you. Yes, they have to safeguard you because for legal reasons, really. I don't really think anyone really tries to take care of all these kids and take all the responsibility upon themselves. But also you have to think about how much they have to take in. They have to teach you, they have to, you know, they have to deal with that one kid in class that might be more troubling than the others, and they have their own mental health issues, and then have to come and try to like quote unquote save your life or keep you safe. Most of the teachers that do these things, they go an extra mile. Like I had this one head teacher that she's done more for our community than any police officer or even government itself has done in my neighborhood, and I always seen her as like a role model, like she is my second mom sort of thing. But she didn't have to do all the things she did for us. She had to go an extra mile, spend her own money in certain activities for the school, open the school for extra hours to ensure that kids would be in the school instead of outside. But all these little things, she's not obligated to do it. So you can't force every single teacher to have that responsibility to try to keep kids safe from the streets. And when it comes to parents, I think my parents have been the biggest reason why I am the way I am, besides my own, you know, mentality and me seeing the world around me and trying to have my own thoughts. But it's because my parents at the end of the day have always reminded me where you come from, who you are, make sure you don't do this, make sure you don't do that, and I followed that. But again, I grew up in the same neighborhood as kids that right now either passed away, either in jail, either they're not doing anything with their lives right now. So it's also, you also have to like try to understand how come 4 kids that had the same upbringing, probably same background, end up in different ways, and you can't really blame the parents for it. Sometimes you're just the kid. So I think it's really hard when it comes to who has more responsibility than who. I think it's a lot of factors. So for me, it would be hard to point fingers at one specific person.
I just want to say like about the teachers and parents thing. Like about teachers, I just think that teachers obviously do a good job. They're there to teach. I'm not doubting that, but they're not like trained enough in terms of actually like knowing what to do with a child who might be involved in violence or is a victim of violence, or even has just been through or has been through like some sort of trauma. There needs to be more like training in teachers, because sometimes it seems like teachers are just trained to teach and that's it, and not like fully support the child.
Yeah, I think sometimes it can. I think with parents it can be like, I think sometimes they like to think they know everything that's going on with the child, but like they don't necessarily know everything that's going on with the child, especially depending on how involved they are in the child's life. So yeah, I think it kind of depends, but I think some like I don't think it should all be like teachers, because it's like their job is to sort of like teach, and obviously some of it's safeguarding, but like Lily said, it's not all like they're not trained enough, and if we make their entire job safeguarding, then they will just become social workers. So I think there's only so much we can get teachers to do before it's like, are you a teacher or a social worker, and what is your job at this point? So I think parents have to take all of it, take a bit of like, do you actually know what's going on with your kid? Do you know where they are? Do you know who they're speaking to online? Do you know what they're looking at? But I think as well, it's kind of like at a certain point, how much is your, like, I don't know, it's like, are you in it, like, do you have the, yeah.
What we've taken from this is that it's not only one person's job or one figure's job to raise a child.
It takes a village.
Yeah, the village, exactly. Parents, teachers, the police, the community. I think that's very important, because I don't think we have that unity anymore in society, because adults are scared to talk to children because of what they've seen online. They don't know how, there's no respect between children and adults anymore, which is a huge issue.